Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Martyr in another round. And as like in the last episode, we are going on the hunt for neural implants because I feel we can get some nice upgrades here. If you haven't seen the last episode, we have a small update on our power rating because we have a new eye implant. Still not the right one because it increases our melee damage. I know we could equip a melee weapon, but we are a shooty guy, so we don't do that. So with that, let us just get into the star system and load up a turret mission here with the standard rollout. We are still able to find cards. I think I have found the weakness one, but until now I actually have not found a tarot card, so that's too bad. But you know, let's go on with the mission, and I still love the Inquisition animation there. That is some neat thing. Alright, but then let's go to the mission description and let's see what we get. I like Imperial ships. Ever said that? Alright, the background: a drifting void ship with disabled plasma reactors has been detected by Station Augur Erase. The vessel disappeared more than 100 years ago after a distress call describing a boarding attack by Chaos Legionaries. The ship's logs have been classified as recent source of intelligence. Orders aboard the ship and acquire any data vessel you may find. The type, of course, as I said before, stolen relics. Retrieve stolen relics by locating and opening chests. When approached, some chests spawn demonic guardians and also will self-destruct unless the beasts are killed swiftly in 30 seconds. By the way, open 5 chests to complete the mission, collect 5 relics. Alright, with that, let us just start the mission and let's see what kind of setting we're actually getting. As you have seen in the pictures, we have not normal, but world bearers. There were the champions, the close combat champions, so nothing too special. I am still hoping for some Black Legion Marines because I think it's awesome to fight against something new.
Recon confirms that the stolen relics are on site. Exact location unspecified. Oh, and the Navigatorian reports rising fluctuations in the warp.
Okay, I don't care about fluctuations in the warp. Okay, we maybe have to kite here a little bit because there is quite a large amount of enemies. So let's use the Cyclone Missile Launcher for that, which is designed for, I guess, killing mass amounts of enemies or using it against huge single targets, where I think it excels as well because it does do quite a lot of damage there. Alright, there are some champions. So I will make a remote mine, detonate it. It did actually more damage to the cover than it did to the target, but what shall I say? Maybe I detonated it a tiny second too early or too late, so I'll just accept it. Okay. These champions, I think, are actually as easy to kill as the reborn marauders because, well, once they're at you and you get back a step, they don't do any damage anymore, so that is quite cool. Let's see whether they are going to change that at some point before the real game is going to come out next year. So still looking forward to that. Okay, we are overheated. I want to switch. So that was actually our first, but that's the first one. That's good. Still thinking I'm already having 180 hours gameplay. Not recorded, but on Steam tells me that. 180 hours, and I'm still thinking this game is fun. It makes really a large amount of fun, although it's always, you know, if you're playing the game, it is more fun than watching someone playing a game. That should be clear, but I'm still having fun with this game, and what I really like is through the different settings, every level, you know, feels like, through the randomness, I think the game time is increasing quite rapidly. Okay, some Havocs. To be honest, I think these Havocs are the weakest. I think the Nurgle Havocs with the grenade launcher are the trickiest one to kill, because once you've lost your suppression, they knock you down with every hit, which of course is quite uncool when you are, you know, being thrown to the ground every time you've been hit by a rocket, and once you get up, you technically get the second rocket in your face, so that makes them always priority targets and must-haves to kill before engaging the rest. And I think these flamethrower ones are quite weak if you compare them to the Nurgle ones. Then kill him quickly. I'm still not getting it when and why, and when they are summoning this mist or fog or however you call it. Sometimes they just summon it, sometimes not. I'm not going to run through this minefield. So let us then just take them out one by one, or just the middle ones. I don't need to kill the middle ones, actually. Right, here we are, going back to our to our pistols, not our close combat weapons. Close combat weapons we do not have, and with this character we won't use. Good thing is we have 2 relics already found. We haven't used a inoculator, and we have only 3 to go with 7 health packs. I am so stupid sometimes. Okay, that's gonna be... Oh yes, please go to the ground and just form a pack. We there killed actually 3 for the price of 1 with our insane hit of the... Oh, there was a little animation mistake. With our insane hit of the inoculator launcher of the Cyclone missile launcher. That was actually quite cool. Reload and go on. The trap was a little bit nasty. Sometimes I see those skulls, but very often I don't see them. That's a little bit... Should pay more attention to red little lines. Okay, still we have 100 health generation. That is an amazing amount, but as you can see, at some points, as high as our health regeneration is, you know, you can drop quite rapidly at certain points, although here are not the hugest amounts of enemies, and still you can see what can happen to you there. Alright, I'll take that with us anyhow. Although I have to say, we still should go on the hunt for a... Okay, we need to kill that one. We need to go on the hunt for a new belt, because there are belts I like to use and there are belts I do not like to use. I, for example, do not like to use the remote mines, because I think they are not my thing. I don't like them. It was the right thing to pick them, to pick the item, because it increased our power rating and I think even health regeneration. So on that behalf, I think it was the right way, but on the long term, I should get us some new item there. So kill it. Oh, I thought I had our pistols. That was a grave mistake there. Okay. Going to have to love that. So I made a small mistake there by using the bolt gun against the sorcerer. I actually wanted to use the pistols, but I don't know why. I don't know whether that's a bug or I'm just too stupid there. I don't know whether that's the standard binding, but I've binded the weapon switch on tabulator, on tab, and sometimes when I press tab, it will switch from the pistol to the bolt gun, or the other way around, and very often not, and I have to press it again, and I am not sure why. That is something I don't quite understand. And there's a nasty turret. Of all the turrets they are currently in this game, that one up there is one of the nastiest turrets in this game. Why? Because it does a insane amount of damage. Okay, it's currently not being used. Luck for us. And here is no one at hand. Alright.
We are almost there. One to go. The recap is still warm.
Okay. And we have our last one, and I fear a decimator there. And by the way, thinking about decimators, and I need to get out of here. Fucking hell. And there are get out of the way. No. Ah, we died again. I thought this time we could do it without dying, but then I landed on the trap wire there. There are, for those of you who haven't seen the last episodes, I think the Black Legion ones, there are new types of decimators, and you may know currently the decimator is my favorite unit to fight against, because it is the most boss-like, I think the most boss-like enemy unit in this game at this point of development. So there are, I think with not this content update in November, but I think with the December content update, they plan to put on the first version of boss fights. So I am looking forward to that, because that is something I think this game is lacking. You have it some sort of with the decimator and the shield generators. As if you do not know the shield generators, if you hit him, the shield generators kick in after a certain amount of damage, like seen there, and just give him a shield. So that is quite uncool, but you can deal with it, of course. Shit, if you get out of harm's way. No, if you kill them. That's the techniques like that. So let's retreat. No, he didn't make it. I hope we have not. Okay.
That's our last chance. Now or never.
Yes, I know. As you can see, sometimes even the mission until this point was actually quite easy. I didn't expect these problems. To be honest, to be fair, I haven't encountered a decimator in this mission type ever. So that is quite nasty. And then the combination of a hard-hitting decimator, and as you can see, the decimator is hitting really hard, and then these large amounts of enemies, that is quite a nasty combination there. So that is the reason why we already died there 2 times. And that's always, I don't know whether this is going to be changed or not in the future. There are some points in this game where there is a small narrow room or a small narrow way to go, and these small areas are packed with enemies. That is something which is quite insane in this game. So I'm not liking that too much. Why did he hit us? I don't understand. We were out of the arc there, didn't we? Weren't we? Sorry. That was actually the word I was looking for. So we are out of it. And now he finally didn't hit us. So let us give him the rest. Okay, down here is nice. Some green item, I think a bolt gun? Nee, shotgun. Alright. Then finally the last, and of course it has a guardian on it. What did I hope for? Then killing it as well, and then we are gone and done with this mission. Nice. Finally we made it, although we died 2 times.
The relics are secured. The priests of the Ministorum will be busy with the purifying rituals.
I accept. Alright, then let's see what kind of stuff we got here. Okay, some account XP, that's always nice. Rank points, that's nice. Which are okay, the insane with these kind of missions. Alright. A plasma gun. So not what I wanted to get actually. A heavy bolter, a plasma cannon, sorry, of course not plasma gun, and that is 102 and 103, so let's switch that up. That should increase our damage. This kind of armor wouldn't be a upgrade, and this one is no upgrade at all. So with that, guys, we are at the end of this episode. Oddly enough, no upgrade, but I'll accept that for now. And as usual, in case I haven't shot that in any episodes, we have a perk, and that is plus 100% HP regeneration. We have a penalty on inoculator effectiveness, but I think the regen by 100% is just amazing. That brings our health regeneration here to 107. So with that, we are at the end of this episode, and I really thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please guys give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode. Until then, have a nice day, stay frosty.